This is the blower system we have for the riding mowers. We have easy disconnect. Unloosen your, comes right off. That way you can load it up and under your truck or what have you. This bracket can stay right on. It's strong, and that way you can get right to your inside of your mower. And we put the toggle switch right here to make it real easy for you to turn on and off. It's just right there. You get to your clover, you throw it on, throw it off whenever you get doing trim work or what have you. And it has a fuse inside too. All your newer mowers are made to be hooked up with these bumpers, and all they are is 2 pins. This is one from the other side. Not easy to get on and off. A lot of guys bought these without the bumper. If you have to buy a bumper, they're around $50 to $75. They're nice to have even just for bumping into things to protect your mower. We've got the battery here, 12-volt battery. You can open it right up, take it out and charge it in the house if you want.
Can you charge it when it's on the mower?
Yes, you can. You just unhook it like so and charge it if your charger's where you put your mower, which is nice.
What's the charger? Does the charger come with it?
Yes, it does, and it's a trickle charge, so that if you leave it on, it won't hurt the battery.
What does this switch right here do?
That turns it on and off so that when you get to clover, you can turn it on, and then when you get where there is no clover, you can turn it off or save your battery power and your motor.
What exactly is it turning on?
The blower, which blows the air to scare the bee away, and there's also a fuse in there. And we have an easy disconnect here, so that if you have to take the bracket off.
What made you put all of these up here on this bracket?
Well, very convenient to work with it, charge it, to work the switch. And you see the 2 clamps that got on the holding it. That's all it takes to put it on for anybody to be able to put it on themselves. They don't have to take it anywhere to have it done.
So you said that this toggle switch, you turn it on to start the fan. So say I'm running the mower and I see a bee and I turn it on. What happens down here?
Well, that turns the blower on, which in turn sends the air out in a nice wide path to scare the bee away. And when you turn it off, you're saving battery power and the motor.
What's this thing right here?
That there is another part of the invention that we've been checking on. We put this up here, screwed on, and it keeps the funnel back on the front of the mower so that when you're trim cutting, you're not hitting it. Most of the time when people do trim, they use the side of the mower. But this here works a little better because it actually shoots the bee off and away. I mean, it works for me 90% of the time. We're up here with the air blowing down. Sometimes it'll blow the bee into the grass, and they have a hard time escaping before the mower.
What's this silver bracket right here? What's the purpose?
Okay, on that, we call it the bee scooper. And what happens when it's coming, say here's the posy and the bee's on it, it hits the posy and scoops the bee so that then it has a chance to fly away. It works pretty good, and it'll be nice and cheap for some of the people that don't want to buy the blower, but it doesn't work as well as the blower.
So for some reason you have the blower going and you have a stubborn bee that holds on. That'll be your backup so that it can kind of scoop it rather than kill it.
It actually hits it, scoops it, and then it makes it fly away. And we'll be showing a little bit of video on how it works. But that's the setup we have. And then we also have easy disconnect here so that if you ever have to take the blower off, you can. And I can replace these for a very cheap, probably $40. We make these ourselves, which is nice. And this will last as long as your mower, if not longer, and you can put it on a new mower. The bracket itself only has 2 bolts to hold on. And you can actually pick the mower up. It's strong. It's all aluminum, so that it won't rust. And the bracket will just be 2 bolts too if you use that instead, or just one or the other. Very easy to construct onto the mower, which is nice.
So the blower that we have on these systems now, it's the strongest blower that can be used on your average mower with a 42-inch cut. It's producing 250 CFMs, drawing off a 12-volt battery. It comes with a bracket, the blower, the funnel, and a toggle switch to operate, with a fuse for safety, for all around roughly $200. Okay, so these blowers, they will last up to 1,000 hours, which is equivalent to 20 years if you cut your grass for 2 hours a week for 5 months a year. For your landscapers, we have a separate blower for approximately $30 more that will last up to 5,000 hours. And your batteries on your normal blowers, your leaf blowers, they only last roughly about 10 to 15 minutes, whereas these batteries, we've ran them up to exceeding an hour, and we've never killed the battery. For your push mowers, to buy an additional battery, it's only $25, whereas if you're going to buy like a DeWalt battery for your drill or something, you're paying $75, $85 for a battery. And if you do happen to leave it on, it's on a trickle charge, so you won't kill the battery. For your larger mowers, such as your zero-turn mowers, you can put 2 150 CFM blowers on. That'll cover up to 60 inches. They all have the same ratings. They all come with the same attachments, and they're roughly around $300.